Most climbers take months to climb their first V3, but with the right training and focus, I believe anyone can in 6 weeks or less. This is the last week of Derrick's training, and if he can climb his first V3, then he proves I'm right and anyone can climb a V3, no matter the age, body type, or previous experience. But if he doesn't, then my credibility as a YouTubing climber is in serious question. Hi Send It Squad, I'm Sara from Send Edition. My mom, who was on a journey to regain her strength and coordination after a full body paralysis, set the goal to climb her first V3 in 6 weeks. Together, we've been documenting her progress, but unfortunately she sprained her ankle during training and had to take a break. However, my dad stepped up to the plate and decided to finish the challenge on her behalf. With only 3 weeks of training under his belt, it's been an intense journey. Today marks the last week of the challenge, and we're focused on applying the techniques and skills he's learned so far to conquer V3 routes. Many climbers often miss the true essence of projecting, mistakenly believing that it's solely about conquering a challenging route. But projecting goes beyond that. Before we dive into the practical steps of this video, let's explore the underlying purpose. Climbing is a journey of self-improvement encompassing physical, mental, and emotional challenges. Projecting serves as a mirror for this journey, a way to test and push ourselves, developing physical strength, mental fortitude, and coordination. While completing the route is part of the process, the ultimate purpose is to learn and grow as climbers and individuals. Remember this mindset not only during this video, but also as you apply the steps in training to your own climbing. Embrace the transformative power of projecting, and let's drive you to new heights in your climbing journey.
You made like 6 more moves. Good job.
Projecting consists of 3 parts, but unfortunately many beginner climbers tend to skip part 1 and solely focus on 2 and 3. However, by neglecting part 1, they often find themselves needing multiple climbing sessions to complete a route that could have been conquered in just 1 session. Part 1 is completing each move independently from the rest of the route. In this phase, we build upon the technique section we discussed in the last episode and apply it to each individual move on your project. Instead of attempting to complete the entire route all at once, you'll focus on perfecting each move separately. For example, you'll work on the start move until you master it.
Left foot on.
Then progress higher on the route, working on completing each move one at a time. This is a crucial part of projecting.
Right foot out on that start hold. There you go. Yep.
Part 2 is stringing each move together. Sometimes the biggest challenge in a route lies not in the individual moves, but it's smoothly transitioning from one move to the next. This is where the micro beta comes in. Micro beta involves making small adjustments like tweaking your hips or pivoting your foot to facilitate seamless transitions. Often, it's these transitions that hold climbers back from stringing the moves together. However, by implementing micro beta techniques, you can overcome the hurdle and connect with moves with greater fluidity. Part 3 is completing the entire route. This is the most significant transition, going from executing 1 or 2 moves on a route and successfully completing the entire sequence. However, before we dive into part 3, let's take a moment to discuss common mistakes climbers make while projecting and how you can train parts 1 and 2 to make the process easier as you continue to climb. It's essential to remember that this part of climbing should be a fun challenge, not a burdensome task. Rather than solely focusing on the mistakes to avoid, prioritize spending your time and effort actually climbing the route. That said, let's briefly touch upon some mistakes that hinder your progress, but remember to approach them with a positive mindset. Mistake number 1 is ignoring rest and recovery. Pushing yourself too hard without allowing adequate rest and recovery can increase your risk of injury and impede your progress. If you're feeling tired or sore, don't hesitate to take a break. Listen to your body, incorporate rest periods throughout the session, and include dedicated rest days in your training schedule. Mistake number 2 is using tunnel vision. Fixating on a specific beta or sequence can limit your creativity and adaptability. It's crucial to stay open-minded. Explore different strategies and be willing to try new approaches if your current one isn't yielding the desired results. And mistake number 3 is neglecting mental training. Climbing challenging routes requires mental resilience and focus. Neglecting the mental training techniques such as visualization, positive self-talk, and breathing exercises can undermine your performance. Remember to cultivate your mental strength along with your physical training to excel in difficult climbs. Now that you have a brief overview of common mistakes, let's shift our focus to the positive aspects. We'll discuss effective training methods specifically designed to help you project on hard routes. Training to climb routes that are beyond your current skill level is a common practice among advanced and professional climbers. Fortunately, many renowned pro coaches have shared their training drills used with professionals, and what's surprising is how easily beginner climbers can incorporate these drills into their own training. Let's start with the first drill. Many beginners like Derrick struggle with remembering the intended moves for each part of the climb. As a result, they waste energy and diminish the chances of completing the route. This drill helps you train your memory so that your body can focus on executing the planned moves. Find 3 routes that you would take a couple of tries to complete. Spend a full minute studying the route, then turn around so you can't see it. Recount each move and plan either to yourself or to a friend. Once you visualize the climb, face the route again and immediately begin climbing, executing your plan. You may not finish the route initially, but with regular practice, you'll improve your ability to execute your plan and spend less time figuring out the next move. Now let's move on to the second drill, designed to help you push through exhaustion and harness every ounce of strength you have. This means committing to each move, even when you fear falling. Only come down if you fall naturally without intentionally climbing or dropping down. Give your full effort to every move, regardless of its difficulty, employing the necessary techniques and engaging all the required muscles. The drill is called Project and Pump. To complete this drill, you'll need a 15-minute timer. Before you start, select a route that you believe you can complete within one climbing session, typically a V3 if you've been following this 6-week plan. Start with a 15-minute timer and work on your project as intensely as possible within that time. Take a brief 1 or 2 minute break between attempts to ensure you're giving it your all on every try. When your timer goes off, reset it and spend the next 15 minutes climbing as many routes as you can. Don't take breaks between routes and don't hesitate to repeat routes multiple times. Once the timer goes off, return to your project for another 15 minutes and repeat the cycle until you complete the route. By design, the route will become physically harder as exhaustion sets in. This will challenge you to try even harder for each move, likely requiring adjustments in technique and efficiency. One of my favorite things to do is reclimb the route on a subsequent session without completing the drill. Surprisingly, the route often feels almost easy because I'm not physically exhausted. Imagine experiencing the feeling of a route that was once challenging, now feeling easy. That's one of the most rewarding sensations in climbing. While giving your all is not always necessary for every climb during every session, this drill emphasizes the importance of trying your hardest when you truly desire something. However, if your goal is to conquer a route that surpasses your previous achievements, then giving your all becomes crucial. By consistently pushing yourself, you significantly increase your chances of conquering even the most challenging routes. Now that Derrick has avoided common mistakes, trained parts 1 and 2, let's delve into part 3 of projecting, actually sending the route. This is the moment where we learn if Derrick can climb V3s in his accelerated 3 weeks of training. Before we show you, I wanted to say a thank you to the sponsor of this series, Madrock, for providing the Rover climbing shoes. I've been wearing these shoes for a couple months now and would recommend them to any beginner trying to climb their first V3. Use Send Edition for a 10% discount. For this challenge, Derrick has chosen the pink and green routes. He has mastered each individual move, utilizing foundational movement, rockovers, flags, and drop knees, and successfully strung them together. At this stage, Derrick needs to give it his all and send the route from the beginning. Adequate rest is crucial, especially considering his struggle with the rest periods. If you also find resting challenging, try using a timer for 5 to 10 minutes of rest or more if necessary. Having completed parts 1 and 2 before starting part 3, Derrick managed to send the route on his first try during the projecting stage. However, sending the route is not the final step in this project. There's one more important aspect that he needs to address to fully benefit from the route. After taking another break, we had him complete the route again. Over the next couple of weeks, he'll continue to repeat the route, maximizing his learning potential and extracting all possible insights from it. By focusing on technique and training provided in the 6-week challenge, paired with Derrick's determination and consistent effort, he has conquered not only his first V3, but 2 V3 routes in an accelerated timeline of 3 weeks. This remarkable achievement proves that with the right training and focus, anyone can reach their climbing goals in 6 weeks or less. The climbing is about more than just achieving a specific grade. It's about personal growth, pushing boundaries, and embracing the process. We invite you to embrace your own climbing journey, set challenging goals, and enjoy the thrill of progress and self-discovery along the way. It's a testament to the power of perseverance and a reminder that age, body type, or previous experience should never hold us back. You're never going to be perfectly ready to start the 6-week challenge, but you should start today. You can follow a lot of the 6-week training by watching this series from the beginning or by following the link pinned in the comments for an easy to follow step-by-step 6-week training for climbing.